What's up, JFam? And today I wanted to talk about a rather difficult subject. It's called dealing with nerves and how do you deal with your tournament nerves? How do you as a player overcome these nerves and don't let it affect your gameplay? Well, there is no answer to this question. There's no way that human beings can get rid of their nerves completely. Even Mewtwo King, who's been playing Smash for over 10 years competitively, he still gets nervous. He still gets nerves. You can even ask him yourself. All the top players do. This is no one is exempt from this. So if you're truly looking to just get rid of your nerves, that's impossible. Even I myself, my leg will shake during very intense sets, especially if I'm in the loser's bracket or it's game 3 last hit and it's just a super tense situation. You can't help but be nervous, and this is a good thing. This means that you care about what you're doing. You're passionate. You want to win. You know what I mean? So you care, and this is a natural response. So your body's releasing adrenaline, you're going into fight or flight, whatever. You're gonna feel these nerves. Now there's also a social aspect to this that even prior to playing the game and just being in a social setting, you're gonna be nervous. Just the whole atmosphere of the tournament might create nerves for you, and this is fine. This is natural. So the point of this video is to talk about how to lessen the effects of your nerves, not to get rid of them, and how to try and play more consistently or more freely the way you want to play. So what I can say is, as for social nerves or anything of the sort, just realize that everybody is at the event to do the same thing that you're trying to do. They want to play Smash, they want to have a good time with their friends, they want to win. Everybody is there for the same goal. So there's no reason to feel nervous because everybody else is there. They're all feeling the same thing. Nobody's just going to be like, oh yeah, like just talking to everybody and not feeling nervous at all. But if you keep going to tournaments and you make friends with people, maybe a top player you're scared of talking to, if you spoke to him once, or him or her, you introduce yourself, maybe the next time you go and talk to them, you're not going to be nervous about it. You're not going to feel nerves. Now the same thing applies for tournament matches. If it's your first tournament and you've never done this before, you're gonna be freaking out. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like what do I do? Like, am I gonna win? Like, this is so scary. But if you keep going every week and you come back, you're gonna feel less and less nervous. You're gonna be like, alright, like I already know how to counterpick my stages, I know how to set up my controls, I'm not uncomfortable anymore. I know this is part of the process and this doesn't scare me. Now, so basically my point is, the more that you expose yourself to something, the less nervous you're gonna feel about it. And that's for everything, not including gameplay. I don't want to dive into that just yet. But little things that can help you overcome nerves are taking a break. If you feel like the tournament setting is just get too much for you, step outside and take a 5-minute break or a breather. You don't have to be inside the venue the entire time. You can, go out to eat with friends. You can talk on the phone. Just do something to take your mind off of the social setting. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you tell the TO before you go out so you don't get disqualified. But step outside, get some fresh air, like reset your mind, because it is a lot to take in and a lot going on. So don't be afraid to do that. Another thing might be bringing food with you. If you can bring a little snack or drinks, that could kind of ease the tension for you in between matches or before the event starts, just to eat something, kind of, preoccupy yourself and have your stomach filled. You might feel less nervous. Another thing is, if you bring a friend with you, you'll have someone familiar. Now, the point is not to cling on to your friend and be next to them the whole time. You want to go and meet new people and play Smash with other players and learn. But if anything happens or you're feeling nervous or sad or scared, you have your friend to go back to, you know what I mean? So these are just some things that, you know, that I've done over the years that have kind of made me very comfortable. At this point, I go into the tournament. It's not really a nervous situation for me, aside from when I'm actually playing. And at this point, I've played enough matches where my nerves will come into effect during tense situations. Not so much like, oh, this is game one, like I don't know what to do or I don't know what's going to happen. No, I have a good understanding of my opponents and my skill level and my character and the matchups, and I'm comfortable enough where I'm not going to be nervous. But if it's last hit, game 3, something like that, my legs start shaking, my hands are sweating, you better believe my heart's pounding. So yeah, those nerves you can't escape. But it's just a matter of realizing that everybody's a human being, so there's no reason to fear another player. There's no reason to, you know, just have such anxiety. Everybody's just another person just like you. And if you think about it that way, the social interactions become a lot easier, as well as the gameplay. You're like, well, I know I'm playing another human being with the same capabilities as me. They might be a better player, might be a worse player, but I'm not going to let this scare me and tense me up. Another option is meditating. I've tried this out actually before some tournaments to try and stay calm, or to maybe play better, take a bathroom break in between sets and just like meditate, close my eyes and just clear my mind and just feel very calm, you know, and then I go back into it and now I play my tournament match. So there's a few things you could do things that make you feel calm, that you know that are gonna make you feel calm. You can text or call a family member or friend that is very comforting to you, things like that, you know. But as far as nerves in tournament goes, it's just a matter of realizing that, you know, that nerves aren't going to help you. I've been at the point where I've seen a lot of players get nervous and they want the match to be over. They start throwing out KO moves recklessly. They start just going for big swings. Even though you know this is the wrong decision, since you're nervous, you just want to you want that hit, right? You just want to up smash them or just finish the game. You go for things that, you know, obviously, and your opponent will read this and then they'll punish you and kill you. So that's when nerves start controlling your gameplay. When you're tense and you're like, man, well, I hope this is gonna hit my opponent. Whereas a more seasoned player, they're gonna feel their nerves. They're gonna be like, man, this is such a close match and I really want it to be over, but I know he's not going to fall for a random up smash, you know, or a random back throw if you're Ness, whatever. So I have to realize that my nerves are there. I can let them happen. I can shake, I can sweat, but I'm not going to let it affect my decision making. Those are two separate things altogether. Nerves should never come into play with decision making. So once you're able to separate those two things, it becomes a little bit easier on the gameplay aspect where you won't let it control you. So yeah, there's that. And if you have nerves before or after tournament sets, you know, just like I said, try and get away from the situation or the atmosphere if you can, just for a moment to collect yourself. Just you know, try and chat with close friends, stuff like that. If you have someone there supporting you, make sure, you know, to talk with them and get some support from them. I'm sure they'd be happy to support you, and they could probably see that you're nervous as well. So don't be afraid to take a step back and calm down. In any way that you know how. Go to the whatever shop and get a drink, stuff like that. Go to the bathroom and wash your face. But like I said, there's no answer to this question. It's just a matter of learning and playing through your nerves and not letting it affect your decisions or your choices. But nerves is good. It means that you have a passion and a drive and you don't want to lose, and that's very important for competitive play. So if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up as always. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later.